Hey, it's just so Trish, and you won't believe what I did. I bought curriculum. So if you're ready to see what happened to a burnout homeschool mom that bought curriculum again, here we go. Okay, so if you are new here, I have homeschooled my 6 kids off and on the last few years, but up until then I'd homeschooled 10 straight years, and I had a massive burnout. I'd been suffering with burnout. We had a lot of stuff happen in our life with a house splitting, building a house, just trials in marriage. And we got to the point it was too much for me. And honestly, if mama's not happy, do something different. So I've spent the last few years, I went and taught the school system for a little bit. I enjoyed that immensely. And then I went and stopped working there and went back to engineering because that's what I do. I've since graduated one with a homeschool diploma. I actually graduated her. I have one fixing to graduate this year. Let's see, I've got 6 right now that I'm working on educating. Well, no, one's in college, so I don't have 6. But I have 2 elementaries, a middle schooler that will go into high school level next year, and 2 high schoolers. So the 2 high schoolers are going back to the high school. They do a lot of sports. It's just the stress of it. It's easier to have them at the high school than to worry about going back and forth. And my younger 2, which are almost 9 and 11, are going to be home with me and my 13-year-old. So some of it has to do with I miss them. And as my older kids are getting older, it's like I feel like my brain doesn't have enough time, space, and energy in the short little amount of time after school to do stuff with them. We have some things different and changing at home that really are just like, I want that time with my kids. The other aspect is I have bored kids at school. So my son's just like, give me my work and let me just have a guide map. I don't need a tour guide. And I'm kind of like, okay. So I went shopping. And so here's the thing about it is moving into, I have burned myself out homeschooling. What do you go and buy? So number 1, I did my best and I got rid of as much homeschool curriculum as I could because I knew if I wanted to come back, I wanted new and I wanted fresh and I didn't want to try to make things work. So what do you buy if you've been burnt out? So I'm going to talk about what I chose and why I chose it. But as soon as it all comes in, as soon as I get the right thing and get back into this whole YouTube thing, I will post really in depth because there's some really cool things that I haven't seen before that I'm just like, wow, this is actually really cool. Okay, so my goal in doing homeschooling this year is keeping it minimal, keeping it rich, so that when I have energy, I can just pour in and make it amazing or do amazing things. But when I don't have energy, I don't feel like I'm slogging through curriculum that I just don't have the stamina to do. So I'm going to tell you some that I considered deeply and I just said no. One of them was The Good and the Beautiful. I love how beautiful The Good and Beautiful is. I love how rich it is. I love the picture studies. I love the pictures. But I also know it gets so kind of consuming. And there's been times in my life that was perfect. There was times in my life that that would have been great. I would have loved it. But with the outside responsibilities I have, I'm still working. Not full time, but I'm still working. I knew that I didn't want to commit to that. So what I did was I downloaded the free stuff, the free language arts, and I have it on my computer. And when there are days that I just want to enrich, I will pull those out. And I'm like, that would be good. So I like that. Knotgrass, I really love Knotgrass. It's a lot of reading. So I kept the textbooks. Some of the books I lost in the hurricane, when Hurricane Ian came through last year. I lost a lot of curriculum. The schoolhouse, the windows blew in the schoolhouse, 2 windows. So like the pressure blew them out and it soaked and my curriculum was sitting there. So I lost a lot of that. So when I was going back and forth, I ended up deciding on Masterbooks for a few things, and I'm going to supplement some other stuff. So I've gotten 3 boxes so far. So I'm going to show you some of what I got, and what I'm excited about doing a curriculum review on, what is new that I've never touched before. I mean, and granted, there's a lot of new curriculum out, but what I'm really kind of excited about. So I got to go first and foremost, and I have none of these. Oh, I do a little bit. So my 8th grader, and now we're doing it second semester. So what I decided to do with my 8th grader is begin our English credit, and we're doing that with Masterbooks. And this is the brand new language lessons that they came out for 9th grade. And I believe 10th grade or 8th grade is coming by the end of the year. But since 8th grade wasn't out yet, I chose to do the 9th grade. And the reason behind that is if she chooses to go to high school, this is great. If she doesn't, then we'll count it as a credit. So I'm like, that will work. It comes with, here it is. I'm like, it comes with, I've been going through it. It comes with this Pilgrim's Progress. So I didn't quite realize when I ordered it. This is set up beautifully. It's like 1 page a week. And it goes through like, features, vocabulary, words, scripture memory is day 1. Day 2 is grammar and punctuation. 3 is communication, which would include writing. 4 is worldview, literary analysis, and then 5 is review. And then this comes with it, and this is used with it. And they go through Pilgrim's Progress. Okay, I'm not doing a review, but I'm just saying they might want to think about selling. I think you can buy this book separately. This I'm excited about going through, and we'll do a review later. Just stay tuned. I have an office now, so it should be easier to review things. Okay, so I bought that for her. I also bought the Introduction to Logic. So remember, I did Challenge A. I was a director, tutor, whatever they call it, for Challenge A with Classical Conversations. We did the Fallacy Detective. This is a 1 credit elective. So again, if she decides to stay home and just finish with a homeschool diploma, then this counts. It's 1 credit. So we'll only do half a credit. So you kind of see, we're only doing a half a credit here, but we'll do this half a credit on here. I'll review that soon too. Okay, next up. She's in 8th grade. She has to finish her civics, her middle school civics. And this is another master book, brand new for you, they signed. So it's a middle school course. And it's, I'm kind of excited about it. It's a 1 book, so it's not the, here's your text, here's your pages. It's not that. But what I haven't gone through it. It's definitely a work text. And again, let me flip through it. We'll review it. I wouldn't mind, I mean, they're perforated. I'm not quite sure I'm going to be like, here's your book. Here's your book. It's just a little too much. You know what I mean? It's kind of nice just, here's a few pages. So she has that. All right. Figuring out. I don't have everything here yet. So in the past, you're about to see like hurricane damage. I had bought in the biology for one of my older kids when we were homeschooling. So this book wrote out the hurricane just fine. It's a little bit weird, stiff from, it did get wet. You can kind of tell it got wet, but it's still good. And this is one of the few I could salvage. It has some water damage. You can see here, it has some. I have Apologia, I think biology or chemistry. I have a few Apologias. I like Apologia I just wanted to go with simple. I can step up as much as I want. I can still go back and buy the videos. I just wanted to the point. Definitely teaching in the school system. I have a lot more appreciation to the point, learn this. We're probably going to pair this up with Crash Course on YouTube. One of the things I ordered to go with it is I did get the biology through a microscope book. And again, I will review all of this. I ordered the slides. I have a really nice microscope from the past that I'll get set up in here. And of course, nothing's set up in here. This is like day 4 in here. I've got to paint it and all of that. And then I ordered I feel like this was like, the biology was the most expensive. I ordered the kit. And I did that I don't want to look. I need easy. I don't want to look. One of the things I did do, because this has some water damage, you can go on Masterbooks and get I know, I'm still slow. You can get this teacher guide as a PDF. And I went ahead and ordered the PDF too, so I have it. All right, so that's the older one. There's a few more things to come, but for the most part, she's middle school. What's important is English, science, biology, finishing her history, and doing math. Oh, we'll do half a credit. So she stays for high school and decides to homeschool through high school. She's getting a half a credit in biology, half a credit in English, and half a credit in logic. And that's what she's going to go into. Math, we're going back to Saxon. She has not mastered that math. And she has been doing Algebra 1. No, Mama knows. You got to go back. So we're going to work on Saxon. And I have Saxon. Okay, for some younger people in my life, I thought this was super adorable. And I just talked to a friend who did it. And it's the Living, again, Masterbooks, Living Art Lessons. So I like this. It definitely pulls off of, if you've done CC, it covers lines, shapes, color, value, texture, form, and space, which I thought was great. And then you have the workbook. So I've gotten 2 with all the worksheets. I had a hard time with living language. I debate. A lot of people say it's enough. I talk to people like it's enough. Some days I don't feel like it's enough. Probably because I didn't get a strong foundation. And this is all you need. There's your reading. I'm not going to lie. I'm pairing it up with a few things. We're not doing spelling out of Masterbook, but that will be another day, another story. So I have 4 for my 3rd grader. My 4th grader, who should be in 5th, will get 5th. We're only doing half the book. We're not going to burn out and try and do a whole book in half a year. We're only doing half a book. Only half a book. Right, friends? Half a book. This came with, I ordered this to go with the Living Art because, I don't know, it was part of the package, so I bought it. Okay, so that's like Masterbooks. The only thing I'm waiting on Masterbooks are the slides. I am waiting on a lot from Christian Book. And I'm going to show you what I have so far. And then when it comes back and we get more, I'll show you more. I just kind of want to get my feet wet and say hi. It's been a long time. It's like Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay. I like classical, what is it called? Classical Academic Press. And I bought some stuff in the past. I've never used it. I'm just not going to lie. I've never used it. I bought it and never used it. But I like doing Latin. I was really going to go with Latin with Andy and learn Latin, but I feel as though that's going to be hard for me to keep the stamina without any external expectations like classical conversations or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm ADHD. I got to know what I need to do. So I'm doing this for my younger ones because I'm like, if I can get them dabbling in Spanish, it'll be easier to do more. And then there's this book. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It looks like this. You'll see it soon because it's coming. And I'm going to use this one as a primer. So Spanish Primer A. And what I'm really doing with this, and my goal is to get my 8th grader, familiar enough. So if we do it through the virtual school to get her Spanish credit for college, it's not miserable. That's the goal here. But with my other ones, I think we'll do a year of this, and then there's another one after this, and then we'll come back and do this one. So we'll see. Okay, and then I'm really excited about this. I even found this one on Classical Academic Press. I ordered it from, again, christianbooks.com, and it's called Reasoning and Reading. This is level 1, so I actually plan to do this one with my 8th grader, and it talks about like word meanings, sentence meanings, paragraph structure meanings, reading skills, factor opinion, main point, getting to the point, related words. I feel like this is what I used to get in school as like those test prep things. Okay, and last but not least, we are doing Saxon with my oldest one, but I'm really excited about reviewing this. Okay, this is, I'm opening it, maybe, if I'm strong enough. Oh, I am. Okay, in the past, and this is not a review, I'm going to cut it short. We are not going over 20 minutes because you know you and I have this history and we spend way too much time together because I love you. I've bought the math in the past, and the reason why I decided we're doing Saxon, but the reason I decided to get D is they really do a good job in multiplication and division. They really go into it. Long division, old school division. And he doesn't have that yet. Mastery, just that mastery aspect to it. And I like too that they're very, let me see if I can find a lesson. This stuff right here. That they walk through like, this is how you do it. And I appreciate that. That's really nice. So we're going to pair this up with Saxon, which probably sounds like contradictory, but whatever. The one thing I've never bought with, I usually just buy these. I don't buy anything else. But this year, probably because I'm only buying for like 2.5, 3 kids, I went ahead and spent the extra to get the teacher's manual. And I've never had that. It feels a lot like the spelling books we used to use. They're made by the same publisher, but it's very simple, to the point. It's not huge. Oh, it's not an Abeka book, teacher book. Nothing against Abeka. They're just huge. So it's nice that it's not huge. It should be pretty easy. And then I don't have to use my thinker stinker so much to check the answers because I was doing them myself. And when they were little, that was fine. But anyways, so I'm going to go through this and then review it with you. So that's what I got. Welcome back. It's nice to see you. I'm old. I've got graduated kids. And here we're still YouTubing. We'll get more into it. If you got questions, ask me. I've just been trying to like take care of me. I do okay sometimes, and sometimes I don't do so good. But look for more videos to come. I'm really going to get in. I have C and D. I have C coming still. I have a spelling curriculum coming. And I'll give you more of the game plan. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. And I will see you soon. Peace out, friends. Peace out.